All right, I'm drunk. Let's go. So, if you're feeling broke, you're not alone. Dude, I don't open up about what I do very often on here, but I've been in mortgages for the last 12 years. So, if you want to lump that in with finance, that's fucking fine. There's a little bit of a tech angle on there. It doesn't matter. But here's the deal. Up until the last handful of years, I have been deep into the six figures. I have a corner office overlooking a lake. Things have been pretty good for me for a long time. They're not good for me anymore. To the point where I'm trying to survive like the rest of y'all. Now, look, I know what you're going to say. Oh, we've been like this the whole time. Look, the point to this video is people like me have been catching up to you over the last couple of years, and now people above me are starting to catch up to you. Don't waste your time fucking arguing over who's been struggling longer. Everyone's starting to realize how fucked, how cooked everything is now. And we need to embrace each other and join together. And when I say struggling, I mean, dude, I left my corner office on 5 o'clock on Friday, and I have been driving Uber, Lyft, and Uber Eats nonstop since then just to keep the fucking ship afloat. Because to own the home that you owned when things were good, to feed your kid no matter whether things are good or bad, all of those things, you have to do what you have to do. And it means swallowing your pride and driving fucking Uber and DoorDash and whatever the fuck else is coming on. I just got signed up with the fuck Walmart Spark. I don't know. I did one. I didn't really like it. I may not do it again. But I might start making more videos about kind of the dichotomy there. Like, I work in a world where you're supposed to be successful and you're on your grind set and all that shit, but nobody's fucking making money. Everybody's fucking faking it. Because what a lot of people don't realize is no matter where you fit in the kind of finance world, the real estate world, the mortgage world, they're all super related, but it's all either mostly or 100% commission.
I knew it. I knew it. So he lives in the mortgage world and he's not getting the sales that he's used to getting. And he's been doing really, really well for a long time. And he probably made a whole lot of money and did really well during the Biden administration when the pandemic was happening and everybody was refinancing and stuff like that. And instead of him stacking up and making investments and then also making sure that he paid off his mortgage and all of this stuff, he just been living life and enjoying it. And so now there's a little bit of a downturn. And so he feels that he's in the same boat as everybody else. And I disagree. I can't stand when people that have been successful for a very, very, very long time try to make it seem like their life is relatable to yours now that they have to go through a little bit of something, right? And again, I got the same smoke across the board, so I'm an equal accountability smoke giver. And I will tell you this, it's not the same because he led off by saying that he's been well into the six figures for a long time. Now, let's really put that in perspective. Six figures is a gap. It's a big gap. It's the difference between $100,000 a year and $999,000 a year. And so if you well into the six figures, even on the low end, let's say that you was making over $200,000 a year. You chose to buy the house that you chose. You chose not to pay off the mortgage. You chose not to make the investments that you're supposed to make. You chose to do the things that you're doing. And so if you've been winning for a long time and now he's talking about people that's where he's at is starting to catch up to you, if you're not doing as well and people that are above him are starting to catch up, they're just catching up a little bit later. It's not. Nope, it's not. That's not true. There are some people that have not got it and been privileged and been blessed to been able to make that type of money for a long time. And when they finally get it, they don't splurge, they don't stunt. They make sure that they pay everything off. They make sure that they invest it. They put money inside of their brokerage accounts. They shore up their 401ks and their IRAs and stuff like that. They pay off all of their debt and then they pay off their house and make sure that their children have college funds and that you get a good insurance policy while at the same time saving and stacking just in case you ever have a rainy day. And your rainy day not going to be like everybody else's rainy day because you didn't move according to your lifestyle that you were making money for at that particular time. Instead, what you did was you put yourself in a position to never have to suffer again by making smart, strategic, informed decisions. Again, y'all, they not the same, bro. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care how they play it. They thought that the gravy train was going to pop off for a long time. The commissions ain't popping because people may not be buying homes at the same rate, or you may have to compete on a much larger scale because the environment or the technology or whatever it is that's going on at that particular time is forcing you to step outside of your comfort zone. Let me give them a little bit of credit and a little bit of rope by saying that doing what you got to do, driving Uber, going to do what you got to do and feed your family, I feel you. Go and get your hustle. Go get your side job. Go do whatever it is that you got to do to take care of business. Make your extra money. Do whatever you got to do. But if you're sitting here telling me that you've made six figures for a very long time, and now you're just now keeping the ship afloat because you didn't get laid off, you didn't lose your job, you're just going through a lull because we all know, based off of what's happened during the pandemic, what happened in 2008, the dot-com bubble burst, 1980s, we all know that there's cyclical times. There's going to be feast and there's going to be famine. And so if you are able to make a ton of money for an extended period of time, for a long time, you shouldn't even be having the same conversation. You're not the same. Stop pretending. Stop acting like you poor. You not. Sober up because you let off by saying that you was drunk and get yourself together. I'm not feeling it, bro. I'm not feeling it. I'm not seeing it the same. I know everybody want to sing Kumbaya and y'all want to be in the same boat saying, oh man, no, we all broke together. Nope, I'm not feeling it.
If you ain't fucking closing deals, you ain't eating. So all of us are coming up with these weird side hustles. This is one of them. The whole reason I started this TikTok is like, I'm desperate enough to where I see these young kids making money. So my old ass is going to jump on here and see what it is. And I've made a little, but don't let these fuckers fool you. Any of these cats that get on here and talk about how fucking great they're doing just off of TikTok, they're full of shit. Like, I'm talking, sometimes I get a few million views in a month. And I'll get like, I don't know, $400 or something, which is great. My only goal with this app is to make the phone that I'm talking to you on pay for itself. And I'm averaging making that happen. So that's good. My only goal with Uber and Lyft is to make my car pay for itself. My car makes its car payment. That's great. My only goal with the mortgage job is to make other people's houses pay for my house. Luckily, with the way shit's going, I only have to close a deal every so often to squeeze that in. But like, I don't know how else to tell you. I get it. You're going to be like, oh, tiny violin, cry me a river, all that shit. But my life has changed dramatically. And I'm just opening up and sharing that with you that I, for a long time, didn't worry about money. Now, every fucking day, I lose sleep over it most nights. I am constantly thinking about fucking money. And it's maddening. And it deteriorates people's mental health. And I've started to understand people that I didn't understand leading up to this time in my life. Once again, I get it. Fucking cool it in the comments, okay? I'm just catching up. Give me a minute. It's
Only
it's
reason
crazy.
you're catching up is because you're actually going through it yourself. That's it. Because you've made bad decisions, and so now, and I'm not going to say bad decisions because you weren't as wise as you should have been when you had a feast, and so now this is what we're dealing with.
The mental health effects of not having access to food and like making decisions on which bill is going to be late and things like that,
This is crazy.
it crushes you. It crushes you. And it makes me fucking sick when I get on here and see people with the, oh, nobody wants to work anymore. Yeah, nobody wants to work for you.
Oh, now you're in that. Man, get off my fucking screen, bro. I don't want to hear this shit. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Always like to give credit to the content creator, regardless of whether I agree with you or not. That link will be in the description, man. I'm not feeling it. I'm genuinely not feeling this right now.